back with another video. Before we get started, as always, cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black View Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe it was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on a black or invested. Best believe it was black or invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe it was black or invested.
What is up? That Indigo gets me hype every time, y'all. Let me go ahead, share my screen here. Share my audio. And there we go. So today, open conversation. Really, I'm gonna direct this conversation. But what can we learn from 3 of 2023's top gaining tokens? I think it's always good to come out here and reflect, figure out what we can learn about, top sectors, things that it seems like society, the public is looking for, top problems to solve, things like that. What can we learn from them? Like what their market caps look like. We're going to get all into that. And that dovetails into another question, which is, does market cap matter? So we're going to look at that today and truly explore it. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from anybody watching the recording. Leave some comments. I want to hear from all you guys. So let's get into it here. Let's see who we got in the house here. No comments yet. But as always, I want some feedback on this. I really, really want some feedback on this, guys. So we're going to look at 3 coins today, possibly 4. And any coins that you guys want to bring up as top market gaining tokens from 2023. And when I say top gaining tokens, I'm not looking at something like, Pepe or something like that. I'm looking at something with a real purpose. Like we know meme coins is all about hype. You know what I mean? Like we're not looking at things that are just hype. Okay. We're looking at tokens with substance and seeing what we can learn from them. Okay. What's up, Richard Judge? Shout out to Richard Judge. Check out his channel. Shout out to E, our moderator, which in our Telegram, which leads me to our Telegram. Hey, why take on the crypto world by yourself when you can do it with friends? So we have the Telegram completely free. Come on over, check it out. E just posted something I thought was very interesting. It's not a crypto topic per se, but if I kind of had some off the crypto beat subjects, 150K salaries aren't enough anymore. A third of high earners are still trapped living paycheck to paycheck and can never get ahead. Like topic that I think would be pretty interesting to explore a show on that. Would you guys like something like that on the channel? Like me exploring something like that? Like what are some of the ways we can get around that, make the best use of 150K? Would you like me exploring topics like that on the show and kind of having it sort of as like I know Crypto and Down, shout out to Crypto and Down. They'll do the crypto part and then they'll do the down part. Or shout out to Crypto Blood. He'll do like crypto show. He'll have like I forget what he calls it. Like, I think he calls it like, I forget what he calls it, but then he'll have separate shows where he'll cover stuff that's happening in the Black community and stuff like that. Let me know if you would like to see something like that. Because I do know I have the Crypto and Conspiracy, which I haven't done an episode on in a while now. But that's more conspiracy topics. But this would be more like, I guess, like relevant stuff in our like community, things that are important to people who want to high earn, stuff like that. So let me know if you want to see that channel. I'd like to hear it in the comments. And yeah, and of course, shout out to the patrons. The patrons, you guys make this work so I can get things like this, this microphone here, these lightings. You guys really make it work for creators out here. Being a YouTube creator, I really get it now. Like, patrons are so important. The freemium model is a cool model. Like, people get a lot of information for free, but at the same time, it takes creators a lot of work, time, and effort to provide content to people. So I really understand, like, patrons are so important, and I appreciate everyone I have. And hey, just shout out to your favorite creator. Like, if you can't be a patron for them, like, super chat them or do something like that. Like, it's really important for these guys. I really understand that. So that was more of a PSA right there. But yeah, let's get into it here. So one coin to look at today would be Render. Okay. So one of the top earners of this year, when you look at kind of coins with substance, right? If you look, it went from like the 130 area beginning of the year, literally like January 3rd, all the way to $7.82, which, what is that? That's like a 400% gain, right? What can we take from this? One of the things that renders really is interoperability. So one of the things we can really look at coming up in this next bull run are what coins provide interoperability between Matter. So Injective provides interoperability between Cosmos and Ethereum. They just also recently did something where they're going to have interoperability with Solana. So that's something we can really take from. We can also look and see Injectives listed on Coinbase, KuCoin, Binance, Kraken. So it's on all the exchanges that pretty much really matter. We can see here that its market cap is over, like, I think a good area of big token, 150, 100 million, somewhere in the 150, 100 million range for good tokens. But we're going to get into that later. Does market cap matter? But just bringing it up a little bit right here. Also, one of the things we can notice from Injective is that they have big names related to them, like Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is invested in Injective. So, let me go ahead and kill our Telegram here. Links are in the description if you want to join the Telegram, by the way. Again, completely free. Okay, so blockchain built for finance. Not only they're built for finance, again, and here you go. You see the Mark Cuban connection there, Binance, Pantera, Jump. So coins that have really big names attached to them, that's not always a prerequisite for a coin doing well. But when you stack all of this together, right? Coin with a big name behind it, interoperable, built for finance, built on a platform like Cosmos, right? That is built for interoperability. You have a recipe for something that we can really look out for coming up in this next bull run. And now is the time to kind of recognize coins like this, right? So what we can really take from this and we can really look at analyzing this is, okay, these are the things that we want to look for in coins, and can we analyze and recognize those things right now? Okay. Let me go ahead again. I thought I killed this. Guess I got to quit it from there. Let me go ahead and quit this too. Okay. Here, let me see if I can find that news where injective Solana. So so let me write that down. We got interoperability for one thing there. Big names in the space or in life. Got to be careful with those big names though, right? Because look at FTX and what they did there, right? Tom Brady, all these other guys, and it kind of turns out being a scam, right? But something to look at. So yeah, I think this is it here. Injective Eclipse to bring Solana applications to the Cosmos ecosystem. So huge, huge stuff there, right? Um, so this is by via Cascade, which is a layer 2 network on top of Injective. So really, when you look at all these different Cosmos chains, they're almost like layer ones on their own, even though they interact in Cosmos, which is conceivably like a layer 0. So if you're built on Cosmos, uh, you build on layer 0, thereby becoming your own layer 1. And then anything that it builds on top of you is a layer 2. So with that interoperability to all the other layer 1s that are on Cosmos. So huge stuff there with Injective. And before we move on to our next coin, let me see a little bit of comments and people we have in the house. What's up, Natish? What is up, Cryptwork? What's up, E? What's up, Richard Judge? Okay, we're gonna keep going into this right here. So we'll leave Injective right there, and then we'll head to the next one, right? Maybe there'll be some more stuff that comes up with Injective. Um, Render, okay. I think we can really take from Render is that is solving a huge problem in tech, right? You can also say that this is kind of quote unquote AI, really, right? That is solving a graphics problem. Let's see, do they give? Okay, yep. So here they do give it. Render is an ERC utility token used by artists on the network to exchange GPU compute power from GPU providers, node operators. Render utilizes a combination of manual and automatic proof of work system, or in this case, proof of render, in order to verify all art has successfully rendered prior to payment, dispersal, and art release. Utilizing inherent security properties of Ethereum blockchain, proprietary assets are hashed upon upload and sent to nodes for piecemeal rendering. So essentially, it makes it really easy for people who use the GPU to render things. And computing power is a thing. Okay, you need it, right? So this is solving a real world problem, a real world tech problem. Um, Again, with another one in that market cap above 150 in the 670 something range, right? 670 million or more. Um, Another thing to note is like the max supply of these. Render is 100 million, and that is its max supply. So it's pretty much deflationary. It's not an infinite supply, right? Um, and as we go over to render, something similar, right? A little like higher supply, but 536 million there for them. So look at render and where it's been here. It did have a bull run before this one where it was as high as $7. It dipped down to about 40 cents. And at the end of last year, only to go up to, well, it was as high as 250. So 40 cents to 250, that's a 5x, but cruising right here at like a 3 or 4x. Yeah, so that we can take from it. And we can also take, again, big names attached to this guy as well. If I can just pull up the website here. We'll notice Ari Emanuel is attached to this. Kanye name dropped him as one person who he didn't like too much, but Ari Emanuel is a huge guy out here because he's one of those big media moguls. Um, he was like CEO of Time Warner, um, which is we can get into a whole bunch of conspiracy about Time Warner and all of this, and the fact that only 6 companies control the news. So that's a conspiracy waiting to happen there. Talking about that, let's go touch on it, just touch. So always understand that 6 companies control the news, 90% of all news. Time Warner is one of those companies, which Ari Emanuel was a high-ranking um, CEO of. So yeah, so big guys like this, just like in Objective, we saw Cuban. We got guys like Ari Emanuel. We got Beeple, which came out of nowhere. As far as like NFT guys to be like literally like the Basquiat or like the Andy Warhol, like pick a name, the it guy of NFTs. Like if you own a Beeple, you got a lot of money, right? So yeah, yeah. Um, in a variety of news things, yeah, there's render. So let's go over here. What's up, Jay Tap? Hey, what's up, DE? I'm gonna say your name wrong, aren't I? um, I Saska Saskone. Tell me if I said that right. Sakone. Coming over from the Weaving Spiders podcast. Definitely check out the Weaving Spiders on YouTube. It's a little in the conspiracy realm. If you guys are into that, I'm totally into that. I have no problems with that word at all. But yeah, definitely check out the Weaving Spiders. Let me see if I can find these guys content right quick. If you guys want to go over there and subscribe. Yep, Weaving Spiders webs. Definitely check those guys out. What's up, Jay? Close enough, cuz. What's up, J Tap? What's up, Natish? Okay. All right. So yeah, render. Uh, Definitely one that we can take some stock from. And moving on to our third choice here is Conflux. Okay. Conflux was around for a last bull run, right? And again, came out of nowhere from the beginning of the year from down to 2 cents to launching all the way to 45 cents from 2 cents, which is just crazy talk, right? Um, Sitting here right now, it's still like a 6x, but the launch from 2 cents all the way to 45. Amazing, right? But again, still we got this track history from the last bull run where it was as high as $1.40 something. So there's still a 10x amount of growth right there, possibly in the next bull run coming up here in 2024, 2025. Okay. So again, another one over that 100 million mark of market cap. This supply, however, is inflationary, even though it's sitting at a total supply of 5.2 billion. Okay, way bigger supply than render and injective. But one of the things that we can know from Conflux is the telecom area. Okay, so Conflux and if I could spell here, China Telecom. Conflux is going to do SIM cards for the second biggest Chinese telecom or telecommunication. If I can speak straight today. Telecommunications company. Okay, so let's go ahead and find that information. Conflux partners with China Telecom to develop blockchain SIM card. So huge information there. Blockchain SIM cards, partner with China Telecom. This is a theme that seems to come up lately a lot. Um, the whole telecommunications area, the whole Internet of Things area. This seems to be something that's hugely being popular. Again, we can look at another coin like Ton coin, right? Um, various different other coins too. But one of the things I think we can take from this is that telecom and that whole area is very important. And I think also what we're going to end up seeing with telecom is that we see remittance payments kind of happen via telecom instead of banks, right? So, you know how China has its everything app. Maybe we see something like that with Twitter or X, if you will, in Dogecoin, right? Uh, maybe you see something like that there. So, with Conflux, that's something we also want to be aware of. Another thing to be aware of with Conflux is around the same time this happened, if we go over to DeFi Llama, it also had its DeFi come on board. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with DeFi, DeFi is like decentralized finance. So essentially, it's taking finance out of the hands of the banks and putting it in the hands of these cryptocurrencies. So you get operations like staking, lending. There are two other ones. I always forget them off the top of my head. But staking and lending are the big ones, right? So you have this whole decentralized finance piece of it. It's always good to see if a token has a DeFi thing going. So not only did they get this huge deal with China Telecom, they got DeFi flowing in the house. So if we look here, where is it? Conflux. I believe, okay, yeah, I believe this coincides right with their price increase. If we look at February 10th, 2023, and how this shoots up, where it was like, okay, only about 5.2 million total value locked, to February, all of a sudden, boom, it like triples in total value DeFi locked. Again, if we go over the price, right here in February, boom, that same deal, right? I would also suspect that we'll find that this notification is pretty close again, exactly to February, right? February 15th, Conflux partners with China Telecom to develop blockchain SIM card. So we find those things overlapping. Coincidence? I think not, to quote the whole Incredibles line. Coincidence? I think not. I don't know if you guys are up on that, but let me come out here and see some comments before I continue. What's up, Tim Shea? Coming over from the Maximus crypto community. Love my guy, Max. Shout out to Max. Definitely check his channel out as well. Let's pull up Max's channel here. And my guy, Max, always has his live XRP chart running to get hours. A very smart idea from Max there. Yeah, definitely go over check out Max's channel. He puts in some of the best research on Jasmy and Quant on a lot of things, but you can definitely see his Jasmy research is like second to none. I don't know anyone who's broken or who's given the deep level of knowledge on Jasmy like Max. Okay. Again, I told you guys some things happened with him and the other members of my Crypto Talk Now. I really hate to see my guy Max how he's been done. So definitely go over if you haven't already. Give him a like, give him a subscription, and check out some of his content. He does an excellent job. Oh, I'm frozen a little bit here. Let me see if it remains frozen. Bruh. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I haven't been able to track down the root cause of this yet. I think it's in the way that, yeah. Let me not. So I haven't been able to track down the root cause of this yet, so my apologies there. Okay, but we're back. We're back. Let me kill that. So yeah, so conflux. Yeah, so China Telecom, that whole telecom area, that's one that we really need to look out for uh, when it comes to coins coming up here, 2024. Telecom. So I'm going to give a fourth one here. Let's leave those there. Excuse me. And we're going to bring up a fourth coin here. And this fourth coin that we would like to look at here is AGIX. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and see it while I'm bringing it up here. So AGIX, they're in the AI realm. Okay. So AGIX, let's see. So from the beginning of the year, they went from about 4 cents all the way to 58 cents. Crazy earns. And now down to 17 cents, which is essentially another 4x. Again, over the market cap of 100. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sharing in my. Sorry. Let me go share again. Okay, yep. AGIX. Let me go back to that really quickly. So yeah, went from about 4 cents all the way up to 58 cents, chilling here at 17 cents or 18 cents. All right. So literally a 4x. Again, we know that these guys are in the AI space. Okay. Singularity.net is a blockchain powered platform that allows anybody to easily share and monetize AI services thanks to its globally accessible marketplace. Again, another huge name behind this, um, Ben Goertzel, saying that right. Uh, so Ben Goertzel, we know him from the whole Sophia AI robot, huge name. Uh, Hanson Electronics is they're the people who brought out that AI robot. I brought it up on here before. Let's see if we can do it. So, and there's a whole um, conspiracy part to that name too. Sophia. If you look up Sophia, that's like the goddess of knowledge and stuff like that. So these people like know what they're doing when they're naming these guys. Sophia robot. So this was made by Hanson Robotics, which again is one of the partners that Ben Goeltzel has with him. So Hanson and Goertzel co-founded Singularity.net. So what are some of the things that we can take away from this? Again, AI had been hot for like or known way before. As you can see, this has been through like two bull runs. Actually, yeah, two bull runs. So AI was way hot. Like it was known that AI was a thing before it became real hot at the beginning of the year. So what is the next thing? Like instead of like chasing our tails at an AI thing, like even though I think this has a lot of value, right? Are we better suited to go look for the next AI, the next thing that's going to go from 4 cents to 54 cents, right? Maybe that's Internet of Things again. Like one of the things that we can notice from all four of these coins, we got four different areas of sectors of growth that we can look at. Um, Interoperability, right? Um, AI, Internet of Things, sort of kind of like the tech area. Um, yeah. So what's the next thing there? Okay. And again, we got a market cap here of over the 100 million mark. But yeah, let's text some comments before we kind of do some more thinking about that. What's up, Kenneth Carter? What's up, OMC? Black Root Crew in the house. Okay, so let's see here. Start from the top of the comments here. Hey, Ruel, markets artificially propped up yesterday. They knew Israel would declare war. This all about the MIC oil weapons manufacturing. No brainer moving forward. Just gonna go. What a yep. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you on that one. Love your content. You're the one that originally put me onto LCX. No problem, bro. No problem. And I've been talking LCX for a long time. Um, since like Benzinga, right? Before like, because I know someone accused me of copying BitBoy. I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? First of all, everybody shares information in the crypto space, but I've been talking I've been talking LCX for a darn long time. But yeah, there's always going to be haters out there. I recently helped a friend start into cryptocurrency. Their budget was 100 a month. I tried to recommend assets for real world use case that were under 10 cents. I recommended 4 or 5 assets. Nice. Those new to cryptocurrency with a small budget can't afford some of these more expensive assets, but there are assets for every budget. 100% E, 100%. And and I think just this use case or this topic just shows us, okay, what we can analyze these sectors, we can take these tools and say, okay, what's the next Bitcoin? Okay, do they have a Mark Cuban behind them? Do they have a Ben Goretzel behind them? Do they have who else did we mention here? Mark Cuban, Ben Goretzel, um, what were the other ones? Ari Emanuel, Beeple, right? Conflux, I don't know that they have a huge name behind them, but they're working with a large Chinese company, right? Um, yeah, so like what are some tips that we can pick out from these so we can analyze the next thing? Uh, what are some of the sectors besides like AI and stuff so we analyze the next AI? Like one sector that I know we can look at a lot is tokenization, right? What that kind of dovetails right into interoperability. What are the coins that can really tokenize assets and put them on a blockchain? Maybe you tokenize stocks like we were looking at last week with LCX, Sologenic, um, Phantom, right? Um, these are all tools and things that we can look at and analyze and find some different tokens. I need to start writing down my thoughts and ideas about crypto more so we can have great discussions about them. 100% Chris work. And I know you're in the Telegram, so we can definitely do that for sure. And life involving Bitcoin and crypto. That too, 100%. What's up, Kenneth Carter? AG, what's up, OMC? AGIX is huge. What was their all-time high during the last bull market? I think the last bull market, these guys, where were we here? What AGIX? Okay, so they actually eclipsed the last bull market high, which was 51 cents, about 51, 52 cents. They actually went to 60 cents earlier this year. So, heck, if they just go back to 60 cents, that's like what? A good 4X, right? But then if we were to go all the way back to like almost what? How many years ago is this? 5 or 6 years to the last bull run before last, they were as high as $1.50. Crazy talk, right? Crazy talk. I bet you like here in like 2018, people were like, okay, they never get back that high again, right? Crazy to think about. So now going into our next topic, right? Does market cap matter? Okay. And this kind of dovetails into a little bit of what we were just talking about here with E. Are there coins here? Are there coins for every budget? I would also tend to say, okay, where can we find the biggest value, right? And where we can find the biggest value are coins that might not necessarily be at a huge market cap right now, or coins that at this point in time, instead of being up here at like 75 cents or something like that, they're in this part. They're in the down cycle of their market cap. Okay. And a couple coins I was looking at that we could kind of see as an example of that are like Next Era. And this kind of came out of a conversation Courtney Johnson, shout out to Courtney Johnson, we were having in the Telegram about LCX. He was like, okay, like the market cap is pretty low on there and it's not that much volume. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's like, you make a good point. Like LCX's market cap is something like under 100 million, but we know all the things they have going on for them as far as licenses. They're like one of the only coins that are truly licensed to be a token issuer. Okay, LCX is that type of token, right? We know they're teamed up with the people at Davos. We know they have they have a whole bunch of licenses that a lot of exchanges truly don't have. So when we look at some of these coins and the fact they're at a lower market cap, that's actually an opportunity, I believe, knowing some of the things that they say that they're going to do. And again, we can see like previous highs and say, okay, so next era is going to be kind of weird because we can't see that previous high because they used to be ALBT. But let's go to LCX because we'll have the previous price history. So again, yep, another one in that kind of 31 million mark. So it's on the downside of its true market cap. It's as high as 50 cents, right? So herein, I think we have an opportunity. We can find some of these LCXs, some of these new next eras, and invest in them and see 50 cent gains to 50 cents, quote unquote. Like, not financial advice, but this is what I'm personally thinking for my portfolio. Because we know, and we've done all the research, we know what these guys are about. We know what Next Era is about and all the different companies that they are working with and their purpose, interoperability, right? So in that, we can kind of find some of these tokens in the downturn of their market cycle. Again, if we go to render, it has that much market cap right now. But what about when it was here at 50 cents, right? Its market cap was probably way, way, way lower than this, right? Like, so yeah, does market cap matter? Yes, it does. But at the same time, we're trying to find the market cap, the lower market cap ones that'll end up kind of here, right? Because I can also show you a coin like VeChain, right, that has a huge market cap, but sitting at 1.7 cents, right? Then again, we got other things at play here. The huge token supply, 86 billion, right? But again, we kind of know what VeChain is. We know all the things behind it. So it going up to like 25 cents from here is definitely a possibility, even at this huge market cap. So does market cap kind of matter? It does, and then again, it doesn't. It's just another tool in our cap in our cap. It is. It's another feather in our cap, another tool in our box to say, okay, is this an opportunity I want to take a look at? If that makes sense. Bullish on Next Era, Tim says. LCX part of the new financial system, 100%. What's up, Italia? Great. What's going on, crew? Just dropped in. Ruel, what do you think about PAL AI? Yeah, else is basically a bank, 100%, 100%. And that's why next bull run, I am really bullish on it because they are putting the things into place to make themselves a bank. Like, tons of research that we don't even have time to go over right now. But again, partnered with Hedera, partnered with Quant. They're putting things in place to make themselves a bank. And anything to me, like under 4 cents right now, is such a bargain. Like, hell, anything under 6 cents, to be honest with you, is a bargain with LCX right now. But let's look at PAL right quick. Guess we'll go use one of these that we're not talking about right now. Let me kill that. Okay, PAL. Okay, 1 billion tokens. Yeah, see these are one. This is another kind of low market cap, right? But we can see. Oh, this is relatively new too, right? Okay, let's see what we can find here. So go to the website and let's look at the Twitter. And let's see if they say what they're about here. Okay, they say PAL is an advanced chatbot built on AI and ML technologies designed to streamline tasks that typically require human intellect, such as natural language understanding, image recognition, decision making, and problem solving. Um, PAL AI token is built on Ethereum, utilizes holders with profit sharing and token buybacks to drive token demand and price. Okay, so is this one of those like kind of just AI bots? Seems like users can earn tokens through interactions with our AI service, making referrals and contributing to community beta. Legend has also supported the community. Finally, tokens enable governance, voting. Okay, that description's a little weird. Let's see what we can learn from their website. The voice to your data web, supported by Google Cloud. Get my bot now. Okay, this website is a little basic. See who's following it. Might the investors following it. Telcoins following it. Oh no, this is like a. I don't think that's the real Telcoin one. It's like a bootleg one. Okay, yeah. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Crypto Krako's following this guy. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I had to take a little bit more of a look into it. So like some people I know are following it, but okay, yeah, I have to take a deeper look into it because I'm not completely understanding the problem that's solving here. Okay, so it's just giving people the use of an AI bot. Is that is that what I'm understanding here? Enables users to create personalized AI, deploy it across multiple platforms, including Telegram and Discord. Okay, got it. So it just allows people to use an AI bot. Okay, so I have to just understand like why would someone want to use this AI bot as opposed to integrating Chat GPT, like or another AI bot? I don't know. Yeah, so I get now what it's saying it does, but then why wouldn't I just want to use ChatGPT because it's the bigger name? Why would I decide to use this AI bot instead of Chat GPT? I don't understand. Or there are a couple other AI bots out there. I think Claude AI. Like, why would I choose this bot over any other bot? Um, okay, referral rewards. Okay, they do have a little DeFi with the staking. It says it's easily integrated with platforms like Telegram and Discord. But yeah, I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't I just use ChatGPT instead and have that big name behind it as opposed to this? Yeah, I'm not sure, bro. I have to do a little bit more research into this. Like, why, and understand why I would use an off-brand AI bot instead of just using ChatGPT. I saw that Da Vinci Germain's on the team. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll have to do a little bit more research into that guy. I have a couple tokens for later discussion: low caps, Verge, and Argo. Verge is pretty interesting to me. Yeah, let's take a look at that OMC. Um, Verge was interesting to me because I found out. I think we have it's on the list of ISO 20022 compliant coins, and I understand that's just like a messaging system or whatever, but it does open you up to being like international remittance, right? And Verge being on that list is pretty huge. So we're looking at the list here now. Ripple, Quant, Stellar, HBAR, IOTA, XDC, Algo, Cardano, and Verge. Verge. So I thought that's pretty interesting. Like, they're on the list. They also have that X in their title. We've been over kind of the whole X thing, right? X just continues to come up. I don't think it's a coincidence that they're using X in their title and it's just Verge. You know what I mean? Like, they threw this X in there for a reason, right? Um, Since privacy-focused cryptocurrency that strongly emphasizes their anonymity and confidentiality in transactions, utilizes a variety of privacy protocols, including Tor, the Onion Router, and IP2, Invisible Internet Project, to obfuscate transactions data and IP addresses, providing users with enhanced privacy and security. Verge's primary goal is to offer a decentralized and private digital currency that enables individuals to conduct transactions without revealing their identities or transaction details to the public. Okay. So this part about Verge really intrigued me. Verge's achievement is groundbreaking within the crypto realm and the broader landscape of digital currencies. It solidifies Verge's position as the ninth cryptocurrency to adopt ISO standard. However, what set Verge apart is it stands as a pioneering decentralized Internet of Things community. Nice. Um, Community run cryptocurrency to achieve ISO compliance. Again, like, I think Internet of Things is one of those things that is under talked about that might be kind of really big coming up in the future. Um, I say that Internet of Things will really pop off when Metaverse kind of pops off. And I referenced a couple shows ago how King was telling us about he shout out to King. Shout out to the gentleman of crypto. Shout out to King. Shout out to Bitcoin Zay. King was telling us he was testing, I think, Quest 3 glasses, which turned his whole entire room in his apartment into a virtual reality space. So, Verge coming up doing these things with Internet of Things. Then now imagine like you're in this virtual world and you're using your watch that is also in there with you in that virtual world to Internet of Things pay for things, or you're going over to your I don't know, your Alexa or something that's now a part of that virtual world, or can be a part of that virtual world. Like possibilities are kind of endless in how the Internet of Things can kind of relate to that. Um, saying that you come in with your Quest goggles or your um, um, Apple Watch, that can now be a part of that virtual world, and you can now use that and everything connected to that to use a Internet of Things currency. This is something to think about. So yeah, Verge might be one of those assets that we should start to look at for sure. And also, if they're getting that whole ISO 20022 compliance, that is kind of tipping us off that they're on team uh, on team Davos, if you know what I mean. Uh, it's kind of tipping us off there. And I think these guys have been around for like almost two bull runs, right? They've been around for a good bit here. Yeah, since 2015. So as high as 22 cents. So we already have a track record with these guys. And then last bull run as high as 6 cents and is sitting here at 0.003. And, looking at different cryptos where you can just say, all right, I just want to invest in stuff where I feel like I can, quote unquote, always get at least a 10x. Hey, Verge may be one of the ones that you should put on that list. Thank you for mentioning them. OMC, they were ones that I did want to. I did want to deploy some funds to. So let's see where we can actually buy Verge. Binance, Bittrex, all things I think you can use over here, right? K.io. MXC, which you can kind of maybe still use, right? Is this on Bitmart? Probably has to be on Bitmart, right? We'll see. Guess it isn't on Bitmart. So I think the only ones we can buy this with over here is MXC. Yeah, it looks like only thing you can really kind of buy it over here with is MXC. If you're in America, but if you're outside of America, Binance will probably be a great option for you. Like I don't know if you can use Binance with the VPN. I'm not sure about that, but try at your own risk. I'm not suggesting that anyone do that, but that might be an option for some folks out here. But yeah, I like that. And then let's see the next one. The one you just said. What's up, Gucci boy? What's up? Shout out to Gucci boy over there. I swear to God, I love that name, bro. I love that name. I love that name. Let's. Oh, there's another gem there. AI um, alley token. My guy OMC is dropping some nuggets over here. Let's see. What was the other one that you said? Oh, it's right here on the screen. Argo. I swear I saw that Argo might also be. Are there multiple Argos? So this is one attached to Method. I know also like doesn't Cardano have a project like Ergo or something like that? I wish these guys would just stop using each other's names like that. But again, I think there's something to some of these names that they're picking, like Ergo, Argo, or whatever. Like there's some significance to that that we might not be privy to as far as like occult wise. It's a lot of occulting to these things, which I've shown you guys with the whole gematria of A XAU, XBT, and XDR. Strange how they make gold. Now these are the ISO standard names. ISO standard names. ISO, just like we got the ISO 20022. The ISO standard names for special drawing rights, gold, and Bitcoin. They just happen to match up in gematria. Crazy how that works out. To me, that's telling us that they think of those things as the same thing, and they're trying to almost give them the same energy, if you will. Because if you look at gematria as kind of being like energetic and having these things to match up to numbers, I think it's trying to give them the same energy. And that's not a complete thought. Right there, that's something I need to explore on crypto and conspiracy. But I think that that's these guys trying to give these things the same energy, if you will. And I just want to show you guys who may not have seen this what I mean there by that. Whenever this comes up, decides to come up. So OMC, tell me which Argo we're talking about here, because I don't know if I have the right one here. Let's go back to chat. And let's bring up AI, by the way. Yeah, shout out Coochie Boy. Let's go. Bring up AI. And I think this one has some decent name behind it too. I think Cuban might be behind this one as well. There's one of these, I think it's called Viot, that IBM is behind. This guy, I think Cuban's behind this one. But definitely check out two guys. Viot. I'm going to spell it wrong, I think. Oh my God. Well, the patrons have it. I just can't remember the spelling right now off the top of my head. There it is. Uh, Viat. IBM's behind this guy. This is another AI token, lower market cap that you might want to look at. Just remind me for us to look at that one as well. But yeah, this is another low cap AI coin. And when AI coins kind of popped off, this went to about 6 cents. Still retained some of that value, but sitting at 1.0, like 1.5 cents right now. You can get it on Uniswap. Gemini, which is huge. You get it on Gemini. Uh, VVS Finance. So maybe this is built on Crow, Polygon, and Kronos. Yep. So MXC with this guy as well. Yeah. So these guys, another AI coin. Let's see who's watching this guy. I thought they may have Cuban behind them. Correct me if I'm wrong, OMC in there. I thought Cuban said he was going to back this guy. I might find out. I think I follow Cuban. Guy Strictly Sports is watching. Red Dead, Blue Dead. Crypto Mason is on board with this. Trek with 2Ks. Yeah, we've been talking about this one for a while too, though. Wendy O. Real Telcoin. Yeah, quite a few. Chris Catchy from Benzinga. Also, they've these guys have been getting around. So yeah, I might have to deploy some more funds over here too. Paul Barron. Oh yeah, these guys have been making their rounds. So MC Hammer, like, might want to deploy some funds over there. My guy Carlton Flowers does really good work on the Comey. Yeah, guys, Engine might be like, it's definitely a gem. Definitely a gem. Like you got all those different influencers following this. Seems definitely underrated. Market cap or max supply 10 billion. Yeah, definitely want to look at. I did not realize, because back in the day when I first was talking about this, it definitely wasn't that many people following it. So yeah, that's another one to look out for, which your boy's probably gonna throw a little bit more funds into today, by the way. So almost everything that we're mentioning today, I own, and well, by the way, I like almost every token I mentioned, I own. By the way, guys, um, except for the ones that you guys bring up to me. But yeah, I do own this. Um, let's bring up Vi right quick. It's another one, and we've been over how big IBM is, right? And how much IBM, how big of an impact IBM has on um, our financial platform, right? And this guy, this token is in league with IBM. Okay, got up again with that whole AI craze. Got up to like about 15 cents. Now chilling here at about 5. Get it on KuCoin, MXC. So not too many places, but you can get it KuCoin, MXC. But yeah, let me see if they're still. I know if you go to if you went to their website in the past, it does say right up front that they're in it with IBM. Yep, there we go. AI developed in cooperation with IBM. Crazy talk, bro. Crazy talk. Again, let's look at its Twitter, see who's following it. Like we look at a decent amount of coins on this channel. So some of these I always forget to like, oh yeah, this remember this one? Okay, so not as many people following this one, but again, front page it says IBM on it, right? So not a lot of people know. My guy Red Dad, Bidad, Blue Dad knows. Kevin Cage, big XRP quant dag honk guy. As you can see, tons of different followers for this guy. And my guy, Upwork CEO, Martin Heispec. Couple gems, guys. Couple gems. We've talked about this guy before, or this coin before. You heard it here. What's your thoughts on Meta AI Ray-Bans taking over the AI space? Yeah. I heard that they had Ray-Bans. And see, that's the thing. Like, they get these more fashionable, right? Where you got Ray-Bans or what is it? I can't think. Buffs or Cartiers or something like that. Like you get these things like really fashionable. Like Internet of Things will be like that next level deal, right? Ray-Ban Meta. Yeah, man. I remember looking at the story. It just shows like we're creeping towards we're really creeping towards the metaverse being really in our everyday lives. We're really slowly creeping towards that. And I've shown you guys, we've gone onto the site of those people in Davos, right? We know how much they want metaverse to be a thing, right? So much so that they have things like Ray-Bans having Meta attached to them, right? It's happening, bro. It's happening, bro. Oh, that's a good point, Coochie Boy. Thank you. Thank you for bringing this up. Now I want some pizza. I don't know why they did that. Let that girl do that with that pizza like that. I want some pizza now. You guys know what you're doing. Ray-Ban, you know what you're doing. Can crypto compete with the Oracle, Nvidia, and Meta in the space? Well, these Oracle, Nvidia, or Nvidia, and Meta. These are the guys that are going to make it more mainstream. Uh, by time we know it, some of these cryptos and stuff that we're looking at, like the Viots and Singularity.nets, they'll just one day be integrated with Meta, and we'll be like, "What the hell? Like, what the hell happened here?" Right? Companies like this are going to help it be more mainstream. That's why when I look at things like the Polygon phone, the Solana phone, the Ethereum phone, we're really getting to things are going to be integrated like that. Until one day, okay, oh, Meta all of a sudden integrating with Viot, or Meta integrating with Singularity.net or something like that. Like, I think not too in the near future, probably the next 8 to 10 years, we will see these things all integrated, and people doing things like the Demolition Man thing, where we're having, um, you know, we're doing the dirty on like headsets, Quest headsets, right? Um, so yeah, I think crypto will be integrated with that, but when it happens, it'll just be like a flip of a switch. Like, we won't know until we know, right? So I think now is the time to kind of get into some of these plays, maybe hold them, and then boom. If we need to sell it, that's the only place to sell it, and that isn't a problem. Okay. I'm a little behind on the comments. My apologies. You too, Rich. Enjoy your weekend if you're still around. My bad. I'm a little behind on the comments. Thank you for watching, Rich. And definitely check out Richard's channel, by the way, guys. I should have brought up his channel while he was in here. My bad. My bad, Rich. Argo is the Argo Global is the full name. Okay. Let me see. What's up, Nerd Up Inc. Marv. Mark Cuban backed out the AI. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Just building a metaverse of NFT. Avatar NFTs will eventually become intelligent NFTs embedded with interactive, intelligently generated capabilities. Now look at what we were looking at with Injective and how Cuban was behind that. So Althea AI, maybe that's something if we hop on, you know, we're hopping on it now. Um, maybe it gets that next injective type of pump to it, right? And then we just saw how many influencers were behind this. The Mark Barons of the world, and the crypto masons of the world, and all of that, right? So, little sleeping giant here, I think, with um, Ali, right? Maybe this is one of the ones we see soon to be in a market cap way bigger than what it is, right? Not a bad token to spec on. Oh, my virtual background got shut down, huh? Okay, that's all right. IBM still moves 85% of the world's money on their mainframe. Anything that is IBM involved is a good place to start for an investment in digital assets. 100%. So it makes me look at Viat and say, "Ooh, okay, okay." I'm in alley, but it got high, waiting for this to pump. Yes, I hear IBM, and I will at least look closer. What's up for your soul, Nance? You can't get most of these in the U.S. though. That's true. That's true. But that's that's the big thing though. You can take your chances here and get on some of these exchanges like MXC, but maybe if some of these are ERC20s, you can move them over to Ledger, like because they're ERC20s. But you know, that's one of the things that we always have to struggle with in the U.S. So, like, you have to really, not saying that you like using a VPN is a route that you should go, but we got to get creative sometimes here in the U.S. I know exactly what you mean, brother. Polygon is working with Althea AI to launch Character GPT, the world's first modal AI system. Ooh, that's huge news right there, bro. That's huge news. Thanks, OMC, for that little nugget. Yeah, man, you're gonna make me deploy some more money over there, bro. Mana is a good token to take a look at too. You have Decentraland. Yeah, a lot of these Decentraland and Sand are at all-time lows, guys. So definitely check those out. If they need to sell Verge and there is the only one place to sell it, isn't that a problem? Um, yeah, it is a problem, but one of the things to think about on that note is that eventually when Verge becomes like the bet is that it'll be listed more places. It's the short end of that. Um, like again, if it ends up pumping and it goes over a couple cents, then eventually it gets on Coinbase, and then you can unload it there. Um, that would be the bet there with things like that. As we've seen with things like XRP. Well, XRP is huge, but um, there are some things that eventually like they ended up on Coinbase when like US people didn't have like any chance to have access to it, like tokens like Jasmy, if you will, right? Um, so it's a risk, but not too much. This is Richard link in the chat. Let me grab any thoughts on Flare connecting blockchains? Yes, Flare was another one that's a connector of blockchains. It just has a huge supply, so you may have to wait a while for that. But yeah, Flare is another one that's I believe a good connector of blockchains, and as is at a good price right now. Let me pull up my guy Richard's channel, and I'll put a link in the chat here for it. That's cool, guys. I love it how you guys are willing to support other guys that support us. Um, Shout out to you guys for that. Like big ups to you guys for that. So let's see here. Richard. I know I'm supporting him. I know I follow him. I don't know if his I just can't remember the name of his channel. Maybe it's I Am Rich. You know what, guys? Next time Richard's on here, we'll get a link from his channel specifically. Um, I know I'm signed up to his channel. I know I have it, but his name is common enough that I may not be able to find it um, right off the bat. So next time Richard Or Richard, maybe you're still out there. Maybe you can give us a link to your channel. So I know I'm signed up, but I know I might not just be able to find it on the fly. Support for Flare is added to Arkham's intelligence platform September 29th, 2023. Lots of great information from OMC there. So yeah, let me next time Richard's on here, we'll be sure to get his link. Or Richard, if you end up watching the end of the show, send it to me on Twitter. Make sure I get it in the Telegram for people. Oh, okay, yeah. Let me see. Let me see if that. Nah, I don't. I'm. That was a good idea, Tim Shea. I don't think it's working for me though. Maybe if I go on YouTube, I can do that. Let me try. All right, if you guys hear an echo, you know what that's about. All right, if you guys hear an echo, you know what that's about. Pause it here, and hopefully it lets me go to the live chat, and I can grab it from there. That's a great idea from Tim Shea. Shout out to Tim Shea on that one. Let's see. Okay. No, it won't let me. Participants, maybe? Nah, it won't let me. Yeah, it won't let me. But yeah, when Richard's back in here, we'll make sure we get that. That was a good try, though. Tim Shea, the crypto commissioner. I love it. I love it. Yeah, it was worth the shot, bro. It was worth the shot. Well, thanks so much, guys. We'll be back at it here on Tuesday, 6-ish. Appreciate everybody who came through. Really great show. Great information today. Let me just review some of the coins that we went over. We went over Verge. We went over Ali, Cuban backed. We went over Injective. We went over Viat, IBM backed, ticker symbol VAI. We went over LCX. We went over AGIX. We also went over Flare. So I think I covered them all. We also went over Conflux, Render. Might have double said some Injective, LCX. So yeah, thanks so much, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Appreciate you. What's up, David? Bumbelow over there. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Really appreciate you coming through. Thanks so much, guys. Y'all have a good one. Peace.